Hey, church family, as you heard last week, we are planning to regather in person for Sunday services starting Sunday, June 21st. We'll have 3 services at 9 o'clock, 10:45, and 5 p.m. And I'm so excited to be able to regather because this has been a wearying season. This whole stretch has been really difficult. These last few weeks have been especially difficult. And there's something about the church gathered together, singing the Lord's praises, encouraging one another through embodied presence that's just unbeatable. There's nothing quite like it. And so I'm really excited that we're going to be able to do that. So as we make plans for this, you may just have a few questions. First, you may wonder, well, why are we waiting till June 21st? Second, you may be wondering, well, what precautions are we going to put in place? Third, you might be wondering what you can do to participate and to help this go really well. So let me answer those 3 questions. First, why wait till June 21st? Well, as you know, Governor Ducey has been phasing in the phases of reopening the state. I had thought, and a lot of us thought, that it was going to be very clear phasing. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, but it's not. He's phasing in the phases, and we anticipate that by June 21st, we'll be ready to be about to phase into phase 3. And so, barring some new announcement, barring some unforeseen shutdown of the state, we're going to go ahead and make plans to move forward with June 21st. The other thing that does is it allows us time to be able to prepare a really high-quality online live stream service. Up to this point, we've been pre-recording services and editing them together, but starting June 21st, we're going to begin to broadcast them live as they happen for those of you who are online. And many of you are in a spot where you're going to need to stay home because of your health, because of the health of people you're caring for. You're just going to be in a spot where you go, you know what, I'd love to gather, but I just can't. And we want to honor that, and we want to respect that by making it as great of an online service as possible. In the same way, some of you are going to be in a spot where you could come and you could gather health-wise, but you're just not ready. And that is okay. We want it to be a great online experience, as great as it can be. Now, the second question you might have is, well, what precautions are you going to take? And the thing is, I could make a really long, detailed video explaining all the different little things we're going to do. A lot of it is stuff we already do that we're just going to make visible, but there are some extra precautions that we're taking. And so we've put together a one-page thing that explains that kind of bullet points what all those different things are. I think it'll help set you at ease if you're concerned about it, because really what we're doing is just a lot of common sense stuff. One of the most significant things with that is that we're going to be limiting capacity at the services. So we will need you to RSVP to be able to make it where everyone can spread out and we can kind of handle that way. But we're going to follow a really common sense approach. We're going to lean heavily into trust and guidance, not into policies, not into rules. And we're just going to create some safe spaces and let people be responsible and wise. Now, the third question you might have is, how can I help this go well? And if you have that question, I'm so thankful for it. One is you can always pray. You can pray for our church's health and our church's unity during this season. The second thing is you could volunteer. You know, there are people who normally would love to serve in guest services or in kids who, because of their health or their situation, just aren't going to be able to. And so if you are in a place where you're healthy and where you are excited to be able to help the church get going, then help the church get going by volunteering in kids ministry, volunteering in guest services. We would love to kind of enlist you, get you on the roster, and help make this thing happen. Another thing you can do, as I said, is you can RSVP. The gathering times are, like I said, going to be 9 and 10:45 and 5 p.m. The more you can RSVP and stay consistent with how you RSVP, that will just really help. But thank you so much. Thank you for your endurance during this season. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your prayerful support. And thank you for the way that you're going to join in whatever way you can to continue to help Redemption Gateway be the best friend that our community has as we point people to Jesus. See you real soon.